Hi everyone, I am so excited to read on today's pick a card. You have 4 beautiful doors in front of you. Go with the one that really draws you in, and we're going to talk about whether you're on the right life path today. So I'll give you 5 seconds to do that. Feel free to pause the video, but if not, we're starting right now. Okay, so if you picked the first door, now, my overall impression of the first door is that it's a pretty thick door. There's not really, like a little hole to see or a window of any sorts. This could point to the fact that maybe you are stagnant right now. You could be stagnant right now in your life. Maybe you're asking yourself a lot of questions on, what to do, which way to go. Maybe you're feeling a little stuck, okay? The door actually looks very heavy as well too. So the door could be symbolic for the fact that right now is a time that you might feel a little like lost, okay? A little bit lost. Maybe you just don't know again which way to go, but we are gonna read on that today, okay? So let's get into the cards. Okay, so this is definitely heavy energy. We'll get to these cards in a bit. This is definitely heavy energy, absolutely. It feels like someone who is maybe even to some point, there could be a few of you out there who are suffering as far as life decisions. Maybe there's a lot of things that you feel like are against you right now. The judgment is not, we have 2 of them here. That's not really a joke, okay? When you see the judgment, it points to someone who might be even dealing with a lot of people who are maybe the reason why this person's feeling so stuck, okay? Sorry, hope you can see there. So it looks like here, there's also a lot of loss. There's been a lot of losses. Maybe you feel very alone right now with the Hermit card. But I'll tell you though, nothing goes unwasted. No time goes unwasted. Everybody at some point has felt like this, whether you're even on the right path at this point. Those people are going to feel like at some point they were here. There could be a lot of efforts that are expending, from you with this card here. It's like all my work I'm putting into things, like where is it going? Like, why is it not kicking off? Why is it not jumping off? Where are the accolades? Where's the respect? It could feel like that as well too, I can't deny here with the 5 of Pentacles, it looks like there's a lot of people that could be potentially in the mix, within your life, who are contributing to the reason why you might feel like you're not on the right path. You could be even asking yourself too, like, why I don't want to hang around these people anymore. I don't want to be around. Maybe you feel like you are connected. They could definitely be family. Sometimes with family, we don't know what to do with them because they're harder to cut off, okay? It could be that they're the reason, but it's interesting with the Moon card and the Hermit together here. Something needs to change. Something definitely needs to change. And the fact that the door that you picked is a really beautiful blue says that you're open to it, okay? I think that something needs to change, especially with the 8 of Cups. It's like you want to walk away from something, that's no longer serving you. Maybe it's something that makes you feel really crappy in life. Again, judgment can definitely be words as well too, people who are passing judgments on your life. This could be a work environment. It could be anything that is like not serving you, makes you feel terrible, doesn't uplift you, okay? But it's interesting again with the Moon and the Hermit, like you're aware, you're in tune, something needs to go, okay? Now, I feel like with the 10 of Wands, this is also a feeling of being like, maybe at one's wit's end in life. Maybe you're being overworked. Maybe you're like waking up in the morning and you have a ton of responsibilities and you're like, I'm just going through the motions, I'm just going through the motions. I'm not really living. I don't feel like I'm living. Now, it's interesting, the more I read on this pile, I wouldn't be shocked if you had somebody out there who, is maybe even being affected with what's going on in the world today. That could definitely be something that's going on. I mean, I go through this type of energy as well too, because I'm so connected. Whatever's happening in the world right now with this whole situation, it hits me, okay? Now with the Devil card, I'm gonna say one thing, okay? There could be a couple people out there who definitely are affected by addictions. Now one of those things that you need to kick out of your life in order to get on the right path could be an addiction. It could, and that's whatever addiction, whether that's drugs, alcohol, smoking cigarettes, I don't know, but something needs to go. Like with this pile, it feels to me like we need to change something and then we can feel right. But maybe you're like a little bit self-sabotaging in a way. Maybe you're not ready yet. And that's not a judgment, okay? But maybe you're not ready yet to kick it, you know? We all kick these habits and whatever whenever we're ready. That's how it goes. Nobody can make us do it. That's what I've noticed in my life. If I ever had any addictions in the past, it had to come from, you know, my decision. Nobody could help me with that. So I think there's a lot of hermit energy ahead for you. But I will say, when looking at this pile, if you don't change something soon, and that's again, whatever's not serving you longer in life, you will continue to stay in this energy. So, you know, this could totally be that you're maybe a people pleaser. Maybe you're always doing things for others, you know, and it's like you're not even putting yourself first. Maybe there's a ton of responsibility again with the Ten of Wands. Be careful with that because, you know, then we're not serving ourselves, you know, we're just giving, you know, and, you know, again, this is not a judgment, but we are talking about whether you're on the right path, okay? So I think you have the ability to be on the right path. We definitely see a man on this card starting to walk on the card, and he's looking at the moon, which is right here. Interesting again, okay? And he knows that something needs to change. So I think you're aware, but it looks like with the devil here, it's like there's some sort of like energy hanging over you, you know, that's making you stuck, okay? And again, that could point to many different things, you know, and that could even be like, you know, a love relationship, you know, that needs to go. You know, you point it to whatever you're addicted to, you know, and if that's a man or a woman, that can go the same way, okay? Now let's kind of get into these cards. This is not going to be a super long video today. Okay, so we have the table. Hard work is ahead. So you know, I really don't want whoever picked this pile to be like, crap, this is a crappy pile. No, there's a message in everything, okay? And if it's resonating, please, you know, take it as advice, okay? Hard work is ahead, okay? But look, Beryl, you feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goals. So there is a feeling of stuck, okay, feeling stuck. But look at this, you know, slowly but surely getting ahead with the tortoise. So you have the ability, you do have the ability to make improvements. It's just that, like, if you've clicked on this video and you feel stuck right now, there could be something in your life that needs to go, or a self-sabotaging. Now, we're going to read from these cards. These are very important to read from, okay? And I do have my little book here. It's important that you listen to the message because these ones will give a really good insight on what maybe you can do, or, you know, how you can help, okay, with your life. And these are, you know, the Rebecca Campbell, the Starseed Oracle book. So let's draw a card for pile one. What do they need to be aware of when it comes to the, you know, their right path, or being on the right path? How can we help them? How can we help them? How can we help them with like a piece of advice or what they need to do? Let's see here. This one's calling me. Surrender to the sweetness, Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. So it looks like you need to kind of maybe let go a bit. Maybe you need to like live up, you know, the sweetness of life. Maybe you're kind of in an energy of not really seeing the beauty around you. Let's just see, okay? Surrender to the sweetness, page 112. This is a sensual, highly feminine card. It's a call to surrender to the sweetness of life, to let the ever-abundant feminine take over, to taste the fruits you've been working so hard to grow, to let your senses take over and really drink in your life and wonder, to get intoxicated on the simple bounty that this planet has to offer and which you have within you when your well is full. The ancient Babylonians connected the feminine goddess Ishtar to the planet Venus, and in Roman mythology, Venus was the goddess of love and beauty. In our night sky, aside from the moon, Venus shines the brightest. Time is our most precious resource, and it's the greatest healer. If you've been all work and no play, this is a sign to take some time out, to reconnect with your lover, play with your children, and give yourself the luxury of time without an agenda. Many of us are so busy building our lives that we forget to enjoy them. We forget why we decided to build them in the first place. Disconnection from the sweetness causes more pain than we realize. So many of us walk into soulless buildings 5 days a week in the name of survival. We strive to build the life of our dreams, but drive ourselves to exhaustion. Hence the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands. This card is wooing you back to the pleasures of being human, to focus on what really matters and enjoying your incredible life. So you are overworked. You are very overworked. You need to really surrender. You need to let go. You need to connect. Maybe the Hermit here is, pulling you towards yourself, to really focus on yourself, to really get back to yourself. I feel like with this pile, there's a ton of responsibility, okay? And when you're on the right path and when you can feel like you're on the right path, it doesn't have these types of energies of feeling overburdened, giving myself to everybody. It doesn't feel like that, okay? So pile 1, that was your reading. Let me know what you thought, and thank you so much for watching. Okay, pile 2. So if you pick the beautiful green door with the beautiful vines going up this is so beautiful. I always look at this kind of stuff, like it's like nature, the art of nature, just with these beautiful vines growing up. And sometimes people just comment, they're like, oh, I don't like it. No, it's beautiful. And, it could talk about, for me, when I look at the door, it just gives me, and if we're talking about a person, it looks like a very highly creative person, a person who is maybe even just effortlessly creative and maybe just really ready for change, ready all the time to be open. It feels good. So let's kind of read into your door, okay? We'll get into these in a bit. Wow, okay. Wow. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I tell you, that door is beautiful. Wow, okay. So it looks here like we have a person who is, again, we have the High Priestess, so highly creative. Look, we have the Two of Wands, visionary, Yes, it's about making a decision, but look at him. He's holding the world on the planet Earth in his hands. And with the Death card, we're starting with the Death card. So this can talk a lot about, transitioning constantly, just very aware of one's life, one's journey. But you feel very deeply, hence why the vines are just kind of coming out of the door. Like, this is a highly emotional person, but in a good way, And look, we have the Queen of Wands here. This talks about you, just high energy, just like voluminous, just like, you walk into a room and it's just, it lights up, someone who's highly creative. Look with the Eight of Wands here too, taking action, on one's intuition. So, with this door and you picking this door, you could be a little bit of like maybe an intuitive, a psychic intuitive, very in tune with your life. When you're supposed to do things, when you're not supposed to do things. I really feel here, this is even somebody who's acting on opportunities. It's amazing. But I will say though, that we do have this card here of the Five of Swords energy. There could be people that you constantly have to dodge. And I think the vines too can also point to the fact that could be like some kind of sneaky type energy that's always trying to get in your way. And this could kind of point to people who are like trying to compete, or I don't know, want to be like you. It's like, look at this man holding these two swords that he took away from this other man who's just like walking away, and it's okay to be defeated. He's like, ha, I got you. So the vines could be symbolic for things that need to be cut off. Maybe you're a little too sometimes in your own thoughts and you're not really aware of what's around you, okay? There could be people that you keep around that need to go. There could be something like this. But as far as being on the right path, I would say you are, because with the Fool card here being the last and with the Ace of Swords sitting on the other side of you, this is a person who's driven, So it's like, I don't really get here that life happens to you. You're making life happen. You're taking life by the BALS and saying, I'm going to make you my biatch, okay? And not only that too, it's like you have the gifts, you have the creativity with the High Priestess to kind of make these things happen for you. It's like, I feel like this is like an exciting energy. I feel like whoever picked this door, your life could be Very interesting. And even to yourself, it's like I wake up in the morning and I just don't know what's going to happen. Like there's always something interesting. And I'm going to tell you, the reason why you might feel like constantly you're on the right path is because you are connected. So with the moon here, again, I'm feeling like someone, and it's sitting actually right above you. I'm feeling like this is a person who's really connected. Okay, you could be even maybe like a person who goes out in nature or connects through meditation, and you get the answer. You know what you're supposed to do. But this also too with the Eight of Wands is very interesting, and we have it sitting right beside the Two of Wands, which talks about decisions. So this is not a person who kind of sits on the fence about things. When they have to make a decision, they take action. So that's a very important part of being on the right path. It's when you can see opportunities or know when you need to move or, discard of something, and you take action. It's very important. If you are a person who's indecisive or, scared, you have fear, you're not gonna move like you need to move, okay? So again, this is what I'm saying here. I don't sense any of those things with you. And this is a highly confident person here with the Queen of Wands. I mean, just the way she's looking at me with that face on her, she's like business. She means business, okay? And, new opportunities here. I don't feel fear. So I'm not saying that, you don't have a healthy amount of fear, like obviously, there could be some things that you're just like, oh God, okay, I'm trying this and I don't know what I'm doing, but you do it, This is a person who's not afraid to kind of be thrown out into the jungle. It's like you get thrown out into the jungle, you come back wearing like the lion's coat, This is a person who is, really talented, knows how to make things work. So I'm not sure, like with this pile, if you've ever really maybe had a problem with feeling. You probably clicked on this video for fun, which that's what you should be doing. I think you've always had a good amount of healthy energy with respect to being on the right path. I think you were able to kind of see things, obstacles or challenges, or even people. If you had to cut them out, you did it, okay? You knew how to kind of navigate. And I think, again, like you're very aware. So we have a High Priestess here. So I'm telling you, and it's beside the Death card. So it's like someone who picked this pile is definitely following their life's tune, their life's beat. We come down here, and that's all that matters, guys. It's all that matters. And, you can feel it when you're not on the right path. So with this pile, I think that you can feel it. Some people, they don't feel it because usually if they're not in tune, they won't. But I know for me, anytime I was on the right path, like I was getting signs all the time. I was feeling it. It felt strange to me. Like things would happen. I think you're aware. But you know what's nice about this card too is that you probably see your enemies. You can probably see people who are kind of like don't have good intentions, and you're just like okay to walk away, So I don't think you expend that much energy on these people. I think kind of again like when to walk away from them. So these people can laugh behind your back, but they don't really have a chance to do anything to you. You're just off on your new journey. You're not like paying attention to them. It's all about you with this pile. And that's amazing, And with the Fool card being the last, you're not afraid to take new leaps of faith. There could be actually a new beginning for you with this pile that's coming up soon, okay? Let's kind of get into these cards to see what they further talk about. Archway, new opportunities, possibilities, and paths opening up. Wow. Four-leaf clover, you have great good fortune. And mountain, major challenges to overcome. So you're not afraid. And I feel like because you're not afraid of these major challenges, this is why you always come out rosy. And look at this with the four-leaf clover. There's always something backing you. You might feel in life that you've always been kind of lucky. You've always found your footing, or you found your way, or you excelled in something. You might have always felt like there was some guiding force, and that could have been like maybe your angels, or maybe like, someone, an angel or guide. There's definitely an energy behind this pile that kind of in a way saves you. Like if you're willing to meet them halfway, the universe comes through for you. So this is amazing. Now let's get to this. These are a beautiful, the Starseed Oracle deck by Rebecca Campbell. Let's draw a card for you because we need a card after these, especially when we're talking about whether we're on the right path 100%. This one's sticking out to me. Star bathing, light body, crystal grid, transmission, activation. Oh my God. Wow. We have to read this. We have to read this. Okay. Star bathing. Where are you? 104. This is going to be good. The stars are constantly showering emanations onto the crystalline grid of the earth. When things are in balance, the planet also sends information back up to the stars. Many starseeds have come to Earth at this time to help shift the planet vibrationally, to activate the ancient codes of wisdom that humanity has forgotten. And all of that information is stored in the crystalline grid. If you pull this card, you may be called to begin working with the stars and the crystalline grid of the Earth. Some people believe that the crystalline grid of the Earth anchors divine cosmic frequencies onto the planet. You may be guided to journey to the particular places of the Earth to unlock these cosmic codes with your presence. Ooh, you may also be interested in a practice called star bathing. This card commonly arises because you're here to connect with the crystalline grid of the earth, either in your hometown or by traveling to other places without quite knowing why. It can also mean that your light body, the energy body in its highest form, is being activated. If this resonates, take things extra slow in order to integrate the change of this vibration. Okay, you're a starseed. You've come here. You're in tune. I'm not surprised that you got this card. This is a pile that is in tune, okay? In tune with themselves. And you know what's really great about this pick a card when we're talking about being on the right path? You're not just on the right path. By you kind of being in tune with yourself and following your life, path, you're actually raising the vibration of this earth. So you got like basically the biggest compliment right now through this read. So amazing. I mean, like, what else is there to say? Wow, pile 2, amazing. So let me know what you thought, and thank you so much for watching. Okay, pile 3, if you picked this beautiful, beautiful open white door, I want you to know that by picking this door and the fact that it's open, you have picked the pile to pick. Oh, yes, you have. This door is so symbolic. Okay, I can't even tell you. The fact that it's open, it says that you are a person who is like ready to go. You're on the right path. I don't even have to read the cards. The cards are coming soon, but I know what, if you've picked this card, this door, you are on the right path. You know why? Because you're open. You're open. You're open to manifestations. You're open to good things coming in. You're not only that, you have no fear. You're ready to walk through those doors of opportunity. You're like, you have a bravado about you. You have a chutzpah about you. You're like, let's do this. I'm ready. So this is a very symbolic door. I want you to know that. The fact that your eye was drawn to a door that's open is a very good sign. So let's get into the cards now. Okay, I'm expecting nothing but good things here. I am seeing the cards at the first time as you are. Oh God, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, look at that. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Guys, oh my goodness. Okay, so listen, let's go very slowly because there's a lot to talk about here. You're the Empress, you're the Magician, you're the Star. You're like the co-creator of your life. You might be even like the main creator, but I don't want to say that because, God is still prevalent, okay? And, you're working that magic, honey. You're working that magic. You are the Empress. It's like, listen, I'm ready, and I'm willing as well too. With the Star card, this could point to the fact that you could be a master manifester. You could also be all about this, okay? You and your life, and making sure that the energy is healthy, not consuming yourself with maybe even toxic things like people, food, I don't know, okay, whatever, is your thing, no bad juju, no bad energy. It's like, I'm a priority. I'm a priority in my life. And it's wonderful to see this type of energy because I can't tell you how many people I still meet who think it's selfish to do that. And it's terrible. It's actually really sad. So the fact that I can see somebody like this who's like, look at this with the Ace of Cups, like you are, like your self-love is banging. It's banging. It's like, can't get no higher, With the Fool card here, this is wonderful. Look at this with this leap of faith and look at the ideas flowing. Oh my God, with the Seven of Cups, it's like I'm constantly, thinking about new things, new ideas. Look at, you might be juggling a lot of stuff here too, but it's in a good way. It doesn't even feel like it's an overburdened feeling. It's like I'm the co-creator of my life. Like the title of this number 3 pile should be like the co-creator. I'm the co-creator, and I know that I can have whatever I want as long as I work hard and I believe, okay? But I can't deny the fact that there's a lot of talent here as well too, okay? And I'm not saying that you've had the best life with this pile. With the Strength card here, I think it took a time for you to build up this self-love, but you were willing. And with the Empress here, you're also a beautiful person. You are a beautiful person. I think when I'm saying that you're a beautiful person, it's also talking about what you're attracting. So, people could be very receptive to you. Energies could be very receptive to you. You could have a type of energy that is very much like a magnet to things, okay? Sometimes, people who have nasty attitudes and stuff like that, they don't really attract things, okay? And there's a reason for that. I'm not sensing that here. Another thing that's beautiful. Oh God, with the Two of Cups, that's so pretty. You're a very generous person. Now, the fact that you might be exchanging something with others, and I don't know if that's knowledge or how you do what you do, or maybe you're giving something to others. And I don't know what that is, okay? This will be tailored to different people. Because of this sharing, this is giving you tenfolds back good luck. Whatever you share, guys, it could be literally anything. It could be like knowledge, food, energy. Maybe you help people. Maybe you motivate people. Maybe you, I don't know, are doing charity work. This woman is just there. I love the fact that she's naked too, because it points to the fact that she's okay with herself, okay? And that could be any size or shape, okay? She's pouring into the water. She's open. She's bountiful. Oh my goodness. This is really intense. And look what the Page of Pentacles. You might be really good at attracting money into your life. And I want you to know, if you are, there's a reason for it. Now, if you haven't started attracting money, I would say start those manifestations, because you have the ability to really make that money flow. Okay. Wow. Empress, creative. She's creative, the Empress. I don't know how much you know about that, Yes, she can be a mom. Yes, she can be the divine feminine, but she's also birthing ideas like nobody's business, okay? And the fact that we have the Seven of Cups is here too talks about that. So the fact that you even are in this flow of being able to constantly think of ideas, this talks about being in the flow. You're already there. You're already there. I don't know if I've made that clear. You're on the right path. Whoever picked this pile, 100%, there's nothing stopping you. Now, I'm not saying that, again, life hasn't been hard or that it didn't take you time to kind of get here. But at this very moment of you watching this pick a card, you're flowing. You're in the flow. And I love with the Two of Pentacles, because it's it's like that energy kind of going back and forth, and it's just flowing, And look, money's inside with the Pentacles. Wow. With the Tower card here too, I feel like there's somewhat, this is pointing to also with the Tower, the fact that you're open to kind of life boomerangs. Maybe there's been, things happen. You're open to that. There's no fear. With the Tower card, it's you're also willing to shake things up, You're also willing to do something, maybe sporadic, Maybe, this is your spontaneity person who's just really free, Oh, it will work out. You have a good attitude with this one. Really good attitude with this one. I don't really sense someone who's thinking about the million ways that something can go wrong. No, you're thinking about the million ways that it can go right. And because of this thinking and this belief system, this is why it does go right, okay? So this is why I'm saying that with this pile, you're on the right path. But there's a sharing here with the Two of Cups. There's a sharing of, and if you happen to be sharing something like your gifts with people, or your presence, or your, knowledge, or what's happened to you maybe before, your journey, just know that that's also helping you to receive what you want. Because when you are in this state of abundance and you've kind of gotten it, You're supposed to share it. We're not supposed to be just keeping this to ourselves, okay? We are meant to share it because we're also here to help humanity. So you're doing that. But with the magician, this talks about, a lot of different gifts. So you might be very talented. You could probably maybe do a bunch of different things, and those different things are very different from each other. So this could be literally like you're psychic, who, I don't know, has like a 9 to 5 and works in an office. And you're like, what? You're a psychic? Oh, you can like also fix things. Oh, you can also like counsel people. Oh, wow. Oh my God. You also do this and that. Yeah, this is that person. Okay. But what's important with this pile too is the Ace of Cups. You're in a state of abundance because of the self-love is so high. The self-love, the love for yourself is so high. The healthy boundaries you set. I don't see any weird people in here. I don't see any kind of, toxic people hanging around. You're not there. You can spot those people from a mile away, and you know how to kind of disconnect, So with this pile, it feels very healthy to me is what I'm saying. It's just like looking to the future. I'm going forward. I'm not going backwards in any way. Okay. Let's see what these cards say. Sunrise, new creative ideas, new ventures, a fresh start. Wow. Mountain, you're on the road to success. Like, really? And then we have a man, dealing in a relationship with a man. This is a pile definitely who could have been maybe, lifted up by a man in the sense of, meeting, having a type of energy, a connection with someone who kind of maybe catapulted your spirituality or, this reminds me, and I hate to say the words, guys. I'm not really a fan of this labeling, but let's just do it for this, pick a card's sake. Whoever picked this pile, you could have definitely had, a twin flame energy or a walk-in come in, and that catapulted you. And I know what this is because this happened to me as well too. When I met mine, I fast-tracked like a speeding bullet. Like I feel like if I never met that person, I might have not moved. So there could have been someone who was sent in to kind of escalate this or make you go like faster with this. So you're definitely being watched. You're definitely in tune. And I think even to have these kind of things come in, you definitely have to be on a certain level to even handle it, see it, notice it, and be ready for it. So we're talking about definitely a spiritual person here. You've had an occurrence, okay? And it's helped you. So the fact that we have the man showing up in this spread, it could be a reason of why you're on the right direction. And if this is not resonating with that type of connection, this could be literally your husband or someone who's come in who has been, wonderful to you. I'm not sensing anybody toxic here. So if you have someone in your life who's toxic, this is not the person, okay? This is a man who came in and like uplifted your life somehow, okay? Now let's get to these cards, our beautiful Starseed Oracle card by Rebecca Campbell. We need to draw a card for these, okay? These kind of readings, they're very imperative, especially when we're talking about if we're on the right path, okay? So let's draw a card for you guys. Oh, you got two. Oh, goodness. Jump in. Andromedian energy, adventure, say yes to change. And inner earth, you'll survive this. New solutions and new beginnings. Okay, I didn't expect to get two. Now I'm going to have to read two. So you might really want to listen to this, guys, because I haven't been picking two for anybody, okay? So let's do with jump in first. 82. This definitely means something. Andromeda is a spiral galaxy, the closest galaxy to the Milky Way. It's believed that Andromedian starseeds are a group of beings who love their freedom. Very adaptable. They have a strong willingness and ability to change and go with the flow. Yes, definitely with this pile. To find calm in the chaos, to swim with the tides. This card is here to encourage you to do the same. Perhaps you have a significant goal or opportunity ahead of you. If so, you're being guided to jump in. Don't wait for permission. Don't stall until you feel ready. Take a deep breath, a good old run up, and jump right on in. Life bends for the courageous, and the courageous is what you're being called to be. You're already facing the right direction. Oh my God. The only thing left to do is leap. You'll figure out the details as you go along. Things may not always be smooth sailing. Life on earth rarely is. However, it's the rougher seas that teach us how to sail with glory. And once you know that, you can navigate any sea, ocean, or storm. The Andromedians want you to fall in love with the surfing ways of life, to seek more adventures, to embrace your own adaptability, and find a new way to be in the calm of the chaos. You didn't come to Earth to be passive. You came to Earth to truly live. Now take a good run and leap up. Oh my God, that is so this pile. That is so this pile. Unbelievable. Like, that's what you're doing. You're ready. Okay, inner Earth, 80. Let's go. Let's do this. Inner Earth, also known as Agartha, is believed to be a hidden subterranean world within the planet itself. Many ancient cultures mention it in their stories. It's said that some of the beings of ancient lost lands, such as Lemuria, Atlantis, and Aravarta, went there. Hindu and Celtic lore mention caves and entrances to underground worlds. Tibetan Buddhism refers to the secret mystical city of Shambhala, which is thought to be located in the Himalayas. Many have searched for inner Earth in the physical world, but without success. So the mystery continues. Is it a place that exists in the physical or on another level of consciousness? There are solutions beyond what you can perceive, surprising outcomes to your problems and situations, resolutions that are in the best interest of all involved. If you find yourself facing an obstacle or feeling stuck and have no idea what to do, you're being reassured that there is a way out. You'll survive this and things will work out. If you're stuck in a rut, do something to shake up the energy and shift your thinking. Try something you wouldn't normally do. Soon you'll see that the whole new world of solutions are available. Things that were previously beyond your focus will present themselves. Helpful people, signs from the universe, and support is both expected and unexpected ways are on their way to you. But first, you need to do something different to shift your focus so you can receive them. You are already doing that. You are already doing that. So with these two cards, you've definitely gotten, look at this woman. She's just diving in. She's just diving in. Look at her. All you see is her feet. You're open. You're open. You're open. You're open. You're open. Hence why you chose the open door. Do you understand now? Oh, goodness. Let me know what you thought of pile 3. Amazing read. And thank you so much for watching. Okay, so if you pick the beautiful pink door, nice and long door, has a little window up top, very pretty door. You could be very about aesthetics if you've chosen this door, but let's see what the cards say for you, okay? Let's get into this. Ooh, pretty. We got the Ace of Cups starting here. Oh, wow. Guys, oh my goodness, someone is bountiful. Someone is bountiful with this. Okay, you could be really doing very well with money manifestations. Okay, we have a ton of Pentacle cards here. It looks to me like even with this 10 of Pentacles, you could be bringing a lot of money into the home. But look at this with the 9 of Pentacles. Look at the woman on there. She's in a state. She's in a state of receiving. So it's interesting, you know, with this pile. I feel like you really are on the right path, but there could be a few little things here and there that we need to talk about, you know. There could be a feeling of loneliness with this card. There could be loneliness, maybe even in the love department. Maybe you are a person who is just, you know, rocking in those manifestations, but there's one category that maybe is not happening for you, okay? And it could be the love department. That could just be for a few of you out there. But we have a courageous person here, a courageous person, definitely willing to take leaps, definitely willing to put in that hard work. You could be a hard worker with this one. Absolutely. We do have creative energy here with the Ace of Wands. So I feel like we have like one person who is like 1 foot in and 1 foot out, as in like 1 foot in the spiritual realm and then it has 1 foot in the matrix. Okay. But this is good though, because it's almost like you know how to intertwine the two. You know how to intertwine the two. Like, how amazing is that? You know, someone who knows how to like recognize the matrix for what it is and make it their biatch, okay? Ace of Cups, first card, is a really good card. It talks about your self-love. That is good. That is absolutely good. But it also can talk about new beginnings as well too. You know, with the 6 of Wands here too, I feel like this is a person who's really willing to go out there and make things happen for themselves. So as far as you being on the right path, absolutely, because you've chosen to like live no other way. You know, it's like it was the right path or nothing, you know? I think with this pile, you've cut off a lot of people. The Four of Cups looks like that to me because with that man, you know, he's just like, I don't know. It's like this person's extending a cup to him and he's like not buying it. Maybe you're not buying the Kool-Aid anymore, you know? Maybe there's been things in your life that have, you know, set you back, or maybe there's things that try to come back even when you're doing good, and like you know when to say no. You know when to say no. So this could be like ex-lovers. This could be family who's tried to take you down. I feel like there's a past with this one. There's a past. You didn't always feel like you were on the right path. You know, it could have been a lot worse than right now. Even though maybe you feel like you're lacking with love, it could have been a lot worse than right now. And through diving deep with the Hermit, and you know, the Hermit, oh my goodness, this is like an inwards out, like someone who has just cleaned up their energy, cleaned up their space, really did the work, you know, and I'm talking about like your dark night of the soul, really got really vulnerable as well too. That's not easy. And you may have been, you know, doing that in front of people and people saw it. It's like humility, you know, to kind of become this person that they are, you know. This is like a cleaning out, a washing of. Wow. With the Six of Pentacles, though, this is interesting too. This makes me feel like good deeds, okay? This is like coming back twofolds. Maybe you've done a lot of good deeds in your life. Maybe you're a very kind person, you know? That could be any different way, guys. Whether you're a mother, I don't know, or whether you take care of people, or maybe you've donated, or you're just a genuinely nice person. That played a role in you being on the right path. I don't even know if you're aware of that, you know, because you're so nice that maybe you've been doing things and you just kind of did them with no expectation, or just did them to do them. And you just like don't even realize that played a part. So it's interesting. Now, you know, I'm seeing another thing here as well too. This house could be very relevant here. This could be maybe, you know, someone who's currently manifesting or would feel like they would be on the right direction or on the right path. If they had a house, your house could, okay, there's two groups of people here. There's some people who have picked this, who have a really beautiful house and feel very proud of this accomplishment. That could make you feel why you're on the right path. But there could be also people who are trying to achieve this right now, okay? It's gonna come through. I don't know, that could be a message for one person out there. But with the Ace of Pentacles, this is a lot of abundance, okay? Especially with the Two of Cups, we're talking about exchanges. You're going to be successful. You might be in the midst of starting to see some things happen here and there. And then there's other people who could be really just racking in things. And, you know, because they're so open and they're willing to kind of, you know, go into the jungle, you know, unexpectedly be thrown into things, take risks. Or maybe you just are like a spontaneous person where you see an opportunity with money. This is why it comes in. So yes, you know, I do have to talk about the fact that with all these pentacles, this could be a pile where people are very abundant, you know, materialistically. Or this could just be with whatever you're into, okay? Whether that be good friends. We do have the friendship here. There's a lot of people coming in. Or just your exchanges with people are pleasant. But I feel like with this one, it's been a hard road. So are you on the right path? Yeah, you are. You are. And if you don't have these kind of things currently, they're coming soon. And it has a lot to do with, I feel like, you personally and what you've been willing to do, okay? To kind of tackle your demons, tackle things that maybe have happened to you, and maybe take leaps of faith that you just weren't really, you know, into before. You know, maybe this is a person who is very about organizing and planning. For you to be spontaneous, it's kind of nerve-wracking. But I guarantee you that if you kind of move with that energy more and more towards the future, you will succeed. Okay, you will definitely succeed with this, because life is very much about taking risk. Okay, I'm not saying that you should go and, you know, take $10,000 to the gambling table, but what I'm trying to say, in life, when there's opportunities, you gotta seize them. You know, it's the people who take those risks that usually come out pretty, okay? Not the people who sit there and start thinking about, oh my God, am I good enough? Would I be good at it? Would they like me? I don't sense that here, but again, I think that's an energy that you've worked on. So this is amazing. This is really amazing. Let's get to these cards. Tankard, celebration, fun, and enjoyment. Ooh, we have the new home, new attitude. Okay, guys, like again, if there's someone out there who has chosen this pile and you are looking, to purchase a home, or you're waiting for like a home to come to you, there could be one person literally that this is out for. But if it's not, just period, there's a new home coming. So there's a new place to live, or you're literally buying a home, okay? But wherever you go in the future, your home will have a lot to do with like how you receive. So it's interesting. That could be a very special message for people out there. Money path. A path with money is waiting for you to find it. Yeah, absolutely. This is a very, very abundant pile. This is a pile who is open to money coming in. So much so that it's just flowing. It's like you're walking along a path. It's interesting here. You're walking along the path and you're just picking up money here and there. It's just flowing. It's just flowing to you. Now let's get into these cards. These cards are very important when we're talking about being on the right path. These are my Rebecca Campbell, the Starseed Oracle deck. We need a card for the pile 4. What do they need to be aware of? What do they need to be aware of when it comes to their life path? Activated earth, power places, ley lines, trust where you're led. Wow, let's read. Let's read, people. Let's read. 32. Ley lines are invisible pathways on the land along which energy travels. They can be sensed when we tune into them, where with our subtle senses. Also known as spirit paths, they've been compared to the meridian system of the body used in Chinese medicine, and they link sacred sites, stone circles, burial mounds, and places of worship worldwide. In Australian Aboriginal culture, song lays were the paths traveled by the creator, being as they made the land and sea during the dreaming. These paths were recorded in traditional songs and dances of the people, allowing them to access information about the land's history and to travel safely across the great distances. Many believe that as we visit such sacred points on earth, something is activated within us. Some also believe that by connecting with the land with devotion at these sacred places, something is activated within the planet too. Are you being called to travel to a sacred place with your soul remembers? That your soul remembers, or to tend to the land you live on? Interesting, because we got the house. To honor and acknowledge the known and unknown keepers of or nature spirits of the land. As you connect with earth and honor its keepers, the land opens up more fully to you. The fruits provide more nourishment and the guardians watch over you. Wow. Guys, you're connected. You're connected to earth. And I think that this house thing could be like what we're talking about here. So there could be, you get a lot of insight from the earth. There could be people who tend to the land. I mean, we do have a broom here. It's interesting, very interesting, but you're activated, and you are trusting all the time where you're led. So this is why maybe things are working out for you. You trust your intuition, you trust your guides, and you're like, you go with it, and hence why you're so successful. So are you on the right path? Absolutely, with this pile, 100%. Congratulations, you're doing amazing, and thank you so much for watching.